Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. So, in today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at how do people judge your choices and actions. Now, we have 3 piles to choose from, different tarot decks with different crystals. So, for pile number 1, we have red Jasper with a card from the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot. For pile number 2, we have Rose Quartz with a card from the Queer Tarot. And for pile number 3, we have Agate with a card from the Ethereal Visions Tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you're most drawn to. So once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my Paloma ones. If you chose this red Jasper crystal and this card from the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people judge your choices and actions. So your card is the Page of Wands. Let's go ahead and shuffle the rest of your cards. So please note that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. This reading is meant to bring some kind of self-reflection to your choices and actions. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. So spirit guides of pile number 1. Please show me, how do people judge their choices and actions? How do people judge pile 1's choices and actions? So the first card you have is the 4 of Wands. You have the 8 of Swords. You have the Star. You have the Page of Pentacles. And you have the Empress. At the back of the deck so far, we have the Chariot. So I am getting that a lot of people, hopefully you can see these cards. So, as I was saying, a lot of people see you as this well-accomplished person, as this person that has made good overall decisions and choices for your life that has led you to a good place currently. Now, a lot of the situations you have been through, like maybe negative situations, were kind of out of your control with the 8 of Swords and kind of just happened to you. They weren't a result of your own choices or actions. And perhaps you had bad things happen to you outside of your control where it wasn't because you did anything wrong, but then the good things that have happened to you over time in your life have been from good decisions you've made for yourself overall. So I am getting that a lot of people do celebrate your wins with the 4 of Wands and see you as this well-accomplished or talented kind of person, or someone that has a lot of potential to grow and become even better. Someone that has a lot of potential to achieve something and even create abundance for yourself. So I get that people are celebrating your wins. However, there are also people that are kind of jealous of the wins, jealous of the decisions you've made for yourself, and they wish they had made better decisions, better life choices like you have. And there's a feeling of regret that comes with it, because when they see you doing so well, it reminds them of their own regrets when it comes to their life choices. So, although there is a bit of envy that comes with looking at the decisions you've made and how it's turned out for you, there is also a level of inspiration that comes from that, where people don't want to be jealous of you. They don't want to have animosity towards you making good life decisions. They understand that that's just their own self-reflection, where maybe they need to do better and learn from their own mistakes, and they're glad that you didn't make the same mistakes as they did. So this may be people that are much older than you, where they lived their life and they made the wrong decisions and it bit them in the back and it backfired on them, and they take responsibility for how their own life has turned out. they're also happy for the good things that have happened in your life, but it's also like this feeling of, it reminds me of my own regrets, or it reminds me of what I didn't accomplish or what I didn't do. But they don't want to be jealous of you. They don't want to have any animosity towards you, because they see it as like, okay, if I make the right decisions now, then I can change my life. I'm not a victim of my own circumstances. I can change my life just like Pile 1 has, because you were a victim to your circumstances, and they understand that for them, it wasn't like the situation was that just there. They can't make themselves a victim because they made their own life decisions. So you may be that type of person that's quite young, that has a lot of older people saying, I wish I made the same decisions as you. I wish I got my life together at a young age like you have. That kind of energy. People see you as someone that's going to be self-made within your success, and people see you as someone that's a hard worker, that's a genius, that has some kind of talent, huge talent or creativity. And there's something about you genuinely pursuing your passions, or the things that kind of light passion up within you. You have a very fiery personality where you're just like seen as very ambitious, and people are overall impressed by your life decisions and where that has led you. And people also see you reaching your potential in the future. They may see your potential that you may not see yourself, with the Eight of Swords and the Star. Okay, show me more, Spirit. How do people judge their choices and actions for Pile 1? We have the Seven of Cups. I'm hearing the word sympathy. So some people may look at your past and how your life was and look at you with sympathy. We have the Death card showing up in reversed. We have the King of Wands upright. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So some people look at your life and maybe they're the type of people that don't really want success for themselves, or don't really care about that. Like maybe you really care about making it big within your own passion. And this is something unique to you. Or maybe some of you are multi-talented, or you have many things you'd like to achieve, or many things you'd like to do in this lifetime. But some people look at it as, I don't really have any talents, or I don't really have any creativity, or I don't really have any goals I'd necessarily like to accomplish. So they're like happy for you, but they're like, not everybody wants that kind of lifestyle. So they're not necessarily like too invested. They're impressed by your decisions and where that's led you, but they're not necessarily wanting that for themselves. The reason I say that is because when I look at this Nine of Cups reversed, I'm hearing something from a movie I've watched. I think it's called The Devil Wears Prada, where she's like, don't be silly, Andrea, everybody wants this. And then she's like, not everybody wants to live like you, or something like that. So with the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of people have seen you getting here before you even saw yourself getting here. A lot of people think that this is part of your fate or destiny or purpose. Whatever you're going towards right now, whatever you want to achieve right now, some people believe it's part of your destiny or purpose, so you were always meant to do that, because they could have seen that potential within you before you even had that dream. So a lot of people some people that may have underestimated you are now praising you behind your back. So what Spirit is showing me is, so for example, I grew up in South Africa, and I live in South Africa, and Tyla comes from South Africa. And when I saw her become famous, I know a few people that were like, oh, I knew Tyla, I went to school with her, blah, 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 blah. So Spirit is showing me that kind of energy. Well, I don't know them, I know of them. So there may be this energy of like people bragging that they knew you once you become successful in the future, or if you've already maintained or gotten some level of success, maybe people are bragging about knowing you, but maybe beforehand they underestimated you or they told you you couldn't do it, which is really weird, but I'm seeing that. I am also seeing some people judge your actions where they almost feel like, I wanted to go after these things, but I never actually followed those wishes with the Nine of Cups reversed. And they're looking at it with regret, and they're like, why didn't I follow my dreams? Why did I let my fears get to me? Why didn't I make a change in my life while I could have, while I was still young, while I had more energy? So some people kind of live vicariously through you, where they perceive it as, it's not possible for me to achieve something, or they see it as like, it's too late now. Anything else about how people judge pile one's actions and choices? The Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups reversed, the Sun, the Six of Swords reversed. Okay, the World at the back of the deck. So a lot of people are happy with your life choices and decisions. They're happy for you. They're happy for where you've gotten, or who you've become in general as a result of your choices. Some people might see you as this very feisty person with a little bit of sass to you, and they may enjoy that energy you have. A lot of people watch you and live through you, or wish they could have a life like yours, the people that do, and kind of live through you, and they feel heartbroken watching you, but happy for you at the same time because they wish they had what you have. I'm literally feeling the heartbreak in my heart chakra. So we're channeling different people, so different information's coming through. Some people just don't see changes happening in their life, even if they are taking action. And there might be a little bit of a, it's not fair kind of feeling when they look at you, but they would never tell you that. Some people from your past see you taking action towards something and see it being successful, and they're hoping that you'll leave a door open for them to come back, kind of like opportunist kind of energy. Like, now that you have something going on, now they want to come back. So I am getting that energy quite prominently, and I am also getting an energy where some people might see you as like this very happy-go-lucky person, someone that's very positive, and when you make decisions for yourself, you think positively about the outcome. So a lot of people want to take inspiration from you and think more positively about their life changes, where they want to change their life, where they want to achieve something, but maybe they find it hard to believe it will change or it will happen for them. And so they're trying to be more optimistic like you and learn from you. I think people see you as inspirational through your life choices, and they want to learn from you and maybe take notes on what you've done, because they can see whatever decisions you've made, it's brought a good outcome to you with the Sun. So this is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Hi there, my Polymaths. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the card from the Queer Tarot, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people judge your choices and actions. So your card is the Knight of Swords. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards now. So please be aware that this is a general reading. This reading is meant to bring self-reflection, but not everything will resonate, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then please find my email address in the description box below. So I am getting a lot of people like to watch this pile. A lot of people like to talk and gossip about this pile and just watch this pile overall. People see you as someone intriguing in some way, and your life stories or circumstances or events that happen are somehow intriguing to people, where people want to know about it or talk about it. People want to know the tea. So I'm seeing a lot of group sessions of gossip happen where people are just very interested to know what's happening. So let's see what comes up in the pile, in your cards. So Spirit Guides of Pile 2. How do people judge Pile 2's choices, decisions, and actions? So we have the Eight of Swords showing up first. We have the Lovers showing up reversed. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the King of Swords. Okay, so I am getting this energy that you are very smart and your intelligence helps you with your decisions, but I am also getting that you're not perfect. Like maybe you have made mistakes or you have made wrong decisions along the way, but you always fix it and correct it for yourself. I am getting a little bit of impulsivity with this pile, or perhaps in the past you were impulsive and hard to control, or hard to tell what to do. Like maybe you were quite rebellious in some way growing up. Maybe some of you dealt with issues at home and it caused you to kind of rebel, or maybe you had like a very strict parent and it caused you to rebel and sort of just be impulsive. And what Spirit is showing me when I look at this Knight of Swords card is, you know, when you watch a movie and the main character that you love is making a bad decision and you're like, no, don't do that, don't do that. And you're like, oh, they did it. I can't even defend my favorite character. That's how people are looking at it. But with a way of excitement, but not excitement. It's almost like when you do make quote unquote bad decisions or mistakes out of impulsivity, or when you have in the past, if you don't do that anymore, it's not like people were excited for you to make a bad decision, but it's almost like, ooh, tea, like I want to know the tea. But at the same time, they're not judging you and seeing you as quote unquote bad. They just see it as, okay, you made a mistake, you're human. You know, I can't defend you, but I love you. That type of energy, or I really like you, but I can't defend you for that decision you made because you know that decision you made was wrong. There's that type of energy attached to it, right? Some people might even see you as quite iconic in some way or put you on a pedestal. Whereas some people might like only talk about the wrong things you did if they really dislike you. But I'm getting that you're a very likable pile and most people just like you. Even if they wanted to dislike you, they just can't help but like you. And I'm getting that a lot of people put this pile on a pedestal. I am also getting from this pile that perhaps some of you are non-monogamous, or you're not interested in like a long-term committed relationship, or you kind of just want to be single and have fun and live your life right now. Or at one point you were like that. Maybe you changed, but I am getting that type of energy of like, I just want to have fun. I want to be in casual situations and not think about the future, you know? So some people see it as, okay, you know, they're not hurting anybody by doing this as long as they're being honest about it with the King of Swords. It's not really hurting anybody, so I can't really judge them. But maybe some people that can't understand that energy have a hard time understanding why you wouldn't want to be in a relationship. Of course, this is not going to resonate with everybody, but I am seeing that, whereas maybe some people judge this harshly, especially if they've had someone not commit to them and it's hurt them, you know, projecting a negative view onto you because of that. Or, you know, maybe they judge harshly because it goes against their values. But I get with that, there's a bad and positive view of that depending on the person that's viewing you. Now, I am also seeing that A lot of you may have been very impulsive in the past, but tried to become better. Maybe life humbled you as a result of that, or you kind of made some bad life decisions and learned from it and tried to fix your life or get your life together in some way or better yourself in some way. Because now I'm seeing a scene from Clueless when she kind of just tried to help people, the main character, and she ended up maybe not helping them or actually hurting them and not helping them. And so I think it's like that, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But I think the storyline was like that, and then she kind of tried to fix her wrongdoings as the movie went by. So I'm seeing like you maybe had some kind of character development over time where you maybe tried to better yourself or kind of stick to other values that you've created for yourself. Maybe people don't view you in a negative light because they see you as like you had a hard life or hard upbringing or some kind of trauma or pain that made you this way. So people aren't judging you harshly for the bad decisions you made, but more so seeing it as like that's very mature, that you can take responsibility and change something about yourself or do better or try to change your life around after maybe being like impulsive or not making the best decisions for yourself. And some people just see it as you did the best you could at the time. Or you did what you knew at the time, but now you know better and now you're growing and you're changing. Of course, if you know better now and you still do it, then they would judge you harshly. But I don't feel any harsh judgment right now, at least, because it seems like you are actively trying to change and learn and grow and do better for yourself overall. Maybe you also made these quote unquote bad decisions at a young age that people aren't judging because people grow and they learn. So let's see what else comes up. How do people judge pile number 2's choices and actions? So we have the Four of Wands reversed. There is this energy of I need to take responsibility for my life and not just think about fun and not just think about short-term fulfillment or short-term gratitude, and I actually need to change something in my life and become more responsible and just let go of that fun lifestyle that I had that maybe wasn't bettering my life, or having that fun lifestyle that just held me back in some way. So maybe a lot of you were into partying, substances, anything of the sort. Like you were investing your time and energy in fun and things that weren't really helping you make your life better. But now it seems like you had some kind of wake up call where life was like, okay, if you don't wake up, you're going to be stuck in this place where your life just isn't going that great. And so I feel like people see it as like you learned your lesson, but some people might see it as like you haven't fully changed yet, but you are trying to. Where they're kind of like, okay, give it 6 months, I want to see, or give it a year, I want to see first. They're not necessarily, their mind hasn't changed about you yet until they actually fully see like consistent change. The High Priestess is showing up next. We have the Five of Pentacles. So people intuitively sense that maybe something caused you to have a wake-up call. Like, for example, maybe some of you were addicted to something like a substance or alcohol, and maybe your health went really bad. Your health was really bad, and it was a wake-up call to actually change, but you didn't want to change. Some people sense that maybe you were like constantly partying, going out, having fun, and then maybe you used up all your money with the Five of Pentacles, and it's like you were forced to change your lifestyle around. So I'm getting that type of energy, or like maybe your recklessness kind of caused situations, you to lose people in your life. or to you to lose certain opportunities in your life, or a job or something like that that caused you to wake up and change. So some people sense that that may have happened, but some people also may sense that you are a good person. Maybe you've just been through some things and that's caused you to maybe have a little bit of impulsivity or recklessness as time went by, but maybe that you're learning and growing, that maybe you didn't want to change with the death card reverse, but you were sort of forced to change. I'm also getting that a lot of people just sense that you have a good heart and your heart is in a good place and you're not intentionally trying to hurt anyone or yourself, that maybe you just made some mistakes along the way, but you learned from it. So a lot of people feel like they can see your heart and see that there's nothing dark there with you, or no bad intentions there with you, or you're not like a bad or evil person, even if you made bad decisions, right? So we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Two of Cups reversed. Some people think that as you grow older and as you become more mature, you'll be open to a romantic connection and you'll be open to settling down. Whereas some people see it as like, you've made up your mind that you don't want a relationship. Okay, we have the Hermit as well. So the Hermit is all about looking within, self-awareness. So a lot of people think it must have taken a lot of self-awareness to actually make change, because we first have to acknowledge where we went wrong to make a change, even with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is literally about change, but it's also about fate, destiny, and good luck. So I feel like maybe there's this energy of like, you grew up in a situation where there was no consequences for your actions. So for example, let's say you had very controlling, strict parents, but you grew up quite well off. So, you know, every time you made a bad decision, there was someone there to make it better for you or enable those bad decisions. So that's what I'm getting, or that there was someone there to enable you, where people weren't really holding you accountable beforehand. So it's almost like people can see why you made these decisions. They maybe try to read you or try to psychoanalyze why you made these decisions to try to understand you better. They might be wrong, they might be right. But I guess overall, people are just happy that you learned more about yourself, that you gained maturity, that you gained wisdom from your mistakes and changed it around, gained self-awareness, and you want to better your life genuinely. So I feel like people view it in quite a positive light because you are actively trying to change and grow. And for some of you, you didn't make any quote unquote bad decisions, but maybe you trusted the wrong people. That's what I'm getting for someone here. So this is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my Polymer 3s. If you chose this agate crystal and the Ethereal Visions tarot deck, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at how do people judge your choices and actions. So your card is the Six of Cups. Let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And my intention with this reading is to bring some kind of self-reflection, okay? So spirit guides of pile number 3, spirit guides of pile number 3. How do people judge pile number 3's choices and actions? How do people judge pile 3's choices and actions? We have the Knight of Swords showing up reversed. We have the Ten of Swords upright. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Sun reversed. Okay, so some people feel pity for you because of some things you've been through in the past with the Ten of Swords and Six of Cups. The Six of Cups relates to the past, our memories, and the Ten of Swords can represent endings and also something painful that's happened to us. It can also represent betrayal. So some of you could have been effed over by someone you loved or trusted, or some of you could have just had painful life circumstances that weren't a result of your decision. Kind of similar to pile one, but different. But in this case, it's kind of like not a decision you made, but it kind of indirectly affected your life. So, for example, I'm getting that maybe you trusted someone in the past. You made that decision to trust them, but it wasn't really your fault that you made that decision, right? But then that person decided to F you over. That was their decision and it ended up hurting you. So it's not really a result of your own actions, but something that kind of just happened to you as a result of trusting the wrong person. And maybe people feel pity for you or sorry for you for what you've been through. Like the pain you've been through as a result of this past person deciding to F you over. Or maybe for some of you, you decided to be in a relationship with someone and this person treated you really well, but then maybe one day decided to leave and it really hurt you. And maybe people wonder, like, are you over this person or not? Or are you still in pain about it? Are you still unhappy about it with the sun reverse? So some people view it as like whatever pain you went through. Or for example, let's say you had a really bad childhood and you just don't have really good memories around there. And maybe your life is better now with the Two of Pentacles, but some people still see it like an unhappy or depressed energy about you or a gloomy energy about you. And I think sometimes people feel just bad for the things you've been through, but it wasn't your decision, right? Or it wasn't like literally you deciding that this is going to happen to me. You know what I mean? But with the Two of Pentacles, it seems like you've created some kind of strong foundation for yourself, or maybe you've been trying to heal slowly but surely. Maybe you know it takes time to heal, so you're not trying to rush the healing process with the Knight of Swords reverse. And people definitely are looking at you with compassion and aren't trying to rush your healing process because they know that whatever this was so painful that maybe you lost your spark, or they know that it takes time to heal from whatever this is because it was so big. But people kind of just see you putting the pieces of your heart back together and trying to better your life and trying to heal and move on from this and trying to find your spark back and your joy back for life. People wonder, what is it like dealing with these bad memories or dealing with these painful memories? Like, what is it like to not have maybe good memories from childhood, or to have a good memory with someone you really loved and they left, or, to have bad memories with someone that you trusted that effed you over, or whatever it is. Like, people wonder, do you look back at those memories and see something positive or see something negative? So there is a curiosity that comes from that. Like, some people are wondering, are you still affected by this? Are you over this person? Do you still love this person? Are you happy now? Are you not happy? So there is a curiosity here and a feeling of unanswered questions and a feeling of, I can't actually ask you these deep questions because I don't want to cross any line or boundary. We have the Seven of Swords. People kind of wince at whatever has happened here, and they think that if I were to go through that, I would be so depressed. I would cry all the time. Like, I literally feel like I want to cry and my eyes are burning. So people think you could have seen the worst in humanity, and people have just hurt you and you've kind of just been in the wrong place at the wrong time, and stuff has just affected you, but it wasn't your choice or decision. It was kind of like you were in the wrong place at the wrong time with the Seven of Swords, and someone else hurt you, and your hurt was a direct reflection of the other person's bad decision, not your own. And it's kind of like you didn't know that you were trusting the wrong person, or you didn't know that you were about to be in a situation where another person was going to hurt you, and you weren't ready for that. Just like when the Seven of Swords card is here, this man is stealing these swords, but the people that put the swords there didn't expect the person to steal them. You know what I mean? And so people wonder like how it's kind of affected you, if you're still sad over this or not. And they wonder how you see this person, if you've forgiven this person or not. The King of Pentacles. They wonder if you see this person as like someone deceitful or bad, or if you look back at those memories with fondness, and if you care for the person but are also in pain. So I guess that's what people are curious about. Four of Pentacles. People wonder if you still hold on to this, if you still look back to the memories, or if you just try to shut these memories out. People wonder if this kind of still affects you, if you still like keep contact with the people that have hurt you, or if you have like completely let them go. So the world reverse can be about an inability to let go or move on, and the Three of Swords is popping out. So people wonder if you've left them behind completely, or if you're unable to move on from them, from whoever hurt you, or unable to move on from the situations that hurt you, if that makes sense. Because they look at themselves and they feel like, I wouldn't be able to get over that. However, I am picking up on a few people that are dumb and aren't very educated, and maybe they haven't been through situations, so maybe they're looking at this in a negative light, like, why did you trust this person? Kind of blaming you for it. But I feel like most people that have emotional intelligence and can comprehend situations like this will understand that you just made a choice to trust someone, and it's not your fault someone chose to do something bad to you. You know, like a lot of people, majority of the people look at it like we should hold the person accountable that hurt the person, not blame the person that was hurt. Strength. So a lot of people think you're strong as a result of whatever you've gone through, and you've stayed resilient. Justice, maybe some of you are speaking your truth on the situation, or people wonder if you're ever going to tell people about what happened and speak your truth on this. And the Queen of Pentacles. People think you found your own value and you found your own worth after this, and maybe now you're becoming more assertive with the Page of Swords, or you're upping your standards or your boundaries, and you're not letting people walk all over you. Maybe you're noticing red flags now. You're just becoming more wiser in order to notice red flags in people, so that you're not like letting people into your life that shouldn't be trusted, or that are going to hurt you in some way. So people think that you're trying to prevent this from happening in the future by having boundaries up, by respecting yourself, by valuing yourself, and by not letting red flag type of people in your life. So that's what I'm getting. I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.